Question number 10. Which process will result in a gain of energy in an ecosystem? All right. So this question is asking about ecosystems and energy, right? So within that, we have to look at certain things. What creates energy within an ecosystem? So some of these answers are going to look right? If you talk about ATP synthesis in fungi, ATP synthesis, we know ATP gives that fungi energy, right? So if we looked at that right off the bat, we say, oh, if you're making ATP, that means you're making energy. So this has to be right? So that makes sense, and it's a good line of thinking. But in this question, it actually does not work because we're talking about energy in an ecosystem. So gaining energy in an ecosystem is actually different than gaining energy within a single organism. So if we took a look at that again, respiration in maple tree cells, cellular respiration is going to make ATP. So this answer is very similar to 3. So those two are both making energy, but they're making energy within singular organisms or a couple of that organism. Digestion in hummingbirds, similar type thing. You need to digest something, and then that body turns into glucose, and then we use that glucose for respiration. But again, it's only helping that hummingbird, We need it to help the entire ecosystem. So those 3 are out, and we look at number 1, photosynthesis in algae cells. So the fact that they're doing photosynthesis, they're creating their own food, then when another organism comes along and eats them, they're adding energy to the entire ecosystem. So that algae is there, and then maybe a frog comes and eats the algae, and then maybe a hawk comes and eats the frog. So now we're giving energy to the entire ecosystem, to the entire food chain, instead of just to singular organisms. So the correct answer, number 1.